welcome back to the Crazy Cactus Collector. I just want to say hi to all the new subscribers and thank you to all my subscribers for their support and watching. And I'm going to do a video on my new additions today. I also will be doing a greenhouse tour as I've now got my bubble wrap, and in the next few weeks we'll be bubble wrapping the greenhouse and taking the sunshading down. So I just want to do a video to show you any other new additions I've got over the last few weeks and also how everything else is growing before I put the bubble wrap up and get everything really prepared for winter. So anyway, back to these new additions. This one came from Lidl. I will put the name on the screen. I did have one of these before, but mealybugs got the better of it. And I only managed to save a tiny piece, probably about that size, which is actually growing okay in the greenhouse. But at £2.79, I thought, wow, for the size of this, it was not worth leaving there. They actually had quite a good selection in Lidl, but I had either got them already or I just did not want to add them to my collection, as I'm kind of now getting to the point where I'm only investing money into the ones that I really, really love or that are on my wish list, because I've got to store them all for winter. And I cannot physically bring them all in the house this year. So I've got to keep the more hardy ones out in the greenhouse. And the space I do have in the house will be for the ones such as this mellow cactus, actually. So this one came from a different garden centre. And this one is a mellow cactus. I'll put the full name on the screen. And it's got the Cephalium growing on top, which I've always wanted one of these. I'm not great with mellow cactus. I've got a few others. I've also managed to kill a couple, which was really gutting when I lost them, as it is for any cacti and succulents to lose any. But I'm hoping I'm going to get better at looking after them now. One in particular I have got mealybugs, and I managed to get rid of that, and it's grown all its roots back, and I can keep that one alive, funny enough. But I've had one or two smaller mellow cacti, and I just managed to kill them. One I didn't water enough, and the other one I think I watered too much. So we'll see how I get on with this one. I'm hoping I've learned enough about them now. I've been reading up on them. This will be bought in for the winter, as I mentioned, and it will be given a tiny bit of water all throughout the winter. Not too much, but I did hear that they do like a bit through the winter. So fingers crossed this one will last this time. Then we have this small one here, which was only £1.99. Sorry, this one was £7.99. This one was £1.99. I don't know the name of it, but if I learn of the name before putting the video up, I will put the name on the screen. But I just love the colour of this one. Then we have this one here, again, was only £1.99, and I love the super long hooked spines on this. Just thought it was fantastic. And, you know, they're kind of pocket money prices as well at £1.99. You know, you really can't go wrong. So I'll be putting those all up later. Then I have this one here, which has actually got some beautiful buds on there, which I'm hoping, now the weather's started changing, that they still will open. We've got the sun meant to be shining today and tomorrow, so I'm hoping by the time I do the cacti and succulent tour, these would have opened. And I just love the pink here. I think that's really, really pretty. So that's that one. And then we got this one, which I've had to prop up on the board because it's literally toppling over if I move it away, where it's just too top heavy and is in need of a good repot. And that was £4.99, this one. I did check before purchasing it that there were no bugs, and also that it hadn't rotted at the base, and that was why it had sort of fallen over in the shop. But no, all looks good and healthy. And that is one tip I will mention. When you go to any garden centre or nursery, it is always a good idea to give a really good look at your plant before purchasing. In the past, I've seen like little black spots and or black patches on the cacti and succulents and thought, oh, you know, I really want it, I'll just get it, and then I've lost them. Or I've seen some, you know, white patches on it and wasn't fully aware what mealybugs were at the time, and I've bought them. And not only could you lose the plant, but you could infest, you know, all your other collection. So it really is a lesson I've learned now, to check thoroughly any plants. Like I say, for this one leaning over, I did think, oh, has that rotted? So I, you know, had a thorough look, moved it a bit in the pot, and it wasn't. It was just top heavy, and the soil it's in isn't great anyway, so it needs repotting. As for the Melocactus, I actually went to a shop just shortly before going and getting this one, and they had one, I'd say probably just the next size up, but the Cephalium was fantastic. It had all seed pods in it, but right at the base it had like a big scab, which I don't think was any problem, but coming off the scab were black patches under like the body of the cactus. And I just said to my husband, although it was a bargain, I just said to him, I'm not going to get it, because, you know, it could, for instance, not last long, or it could, if it's got something, ruin my other cacti and succulents. So if you're unsure, it's best not to get. So anyway, I hope you like my new additions. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to get these all repotted, and hopefully in the next 2 days crack on with the greenhouse tour for you and get that uploaded, hopefully within the next week. If not, as soon as I get the chance to. I am back at college next week, so I will just try and do the videos when I can, because obviously my college work is very important. So I will certainly though be trying to do videos as much as I can in between. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much, like I said earlier, for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.